Hello and welcome to Excel in Business series. My name is Ken Atigari, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a feel of a real life project. Now in this real life project we're going to be using things such as line charts, VLOOKUP, columns, if function, is error function, conditional formatting, and data for validation. Now, this is an example of a project I once encountered. They had things like they had systems that were going to expire, different kinds of systems that were going to expire. But the challenge they had was that some of the expiry dates were in calendar years, while some other were in accounting years. So they wanted a situation where they could view everything together in a chart, basically compare, but they wanted it to be together in a chart. So I had to come up with an innovative idea of presenting this data in a chart. Now, the first thing I did was to put the data together, something like this. This is not the way it was originally, but I put it together like this. Now, the nuance here, if you notice, this is a calendar year 2013, quarter 1 to quarter 4. This is another calendar year, quarter 1 to quarter 4, and this is another calendar here. Now, usually you would have an accounting year where you have quarter 1 2013-14. Now, the interesting thing about accounting year is that, for example, quarter 1 of the accounting year 2013 is equivalent to quarter 2 of the calendar year 2013. So this, for example, this to this is one accounting year. You can see it overlaps. Yeah, so this is the way I brought the data together. I basically put it together like this. So I was going to create a tool. Let me show you this. Wherein if I click, I'll have drop downs here. When I click, a chart will update here. So first of all, let's work with data validation. Alright, now what I'm using here is actually Excel 2007, so it's a little bit tricky with data validation. First of all, data validation, you go to the list, you go to your source data. Like I said, this is Excel 2007, so you won't be able to click. I've got my data list here. I won't be able to click on this. If it were in 2010 and beyond, I'll be able to click on it and just the data will highlight here. So what I'll do instead is to highlight dummy data here, then click OK. I'll go back to the third tab here, take note of this, B4 to B9. I'll just make it B10 because I'm going to do something here. B4 to B10. So I go back to data validation. Here, I change the formula to sorry, let me readjust myself. Just hold a second, please. Right. B 4 to B 10. Okay. Oops, what happened there? Let's see. Go back. B4 to B4 to. Oh, sorry, 3, not 2. 3. Yep. Right, so there we go. We have the data. Drag that down so I can easily select this. Anything, integration. Right, so now this is systems. Okay, I want to be able to call the data from here. So I'm going to do a VLOOKUP here, equal VLOOKUP. lookup value, this value, table array. So let me freeze that. See, not yeah, the table array, this table array. I could use a match index, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use VLOOKUP here. Come back here. This was the second row. I could put the second row here, but then if I start dragging it down here, I'm going to have to start changing. I mean, if we've got loads of data, that would be quite tricky. So what I'm going to do instead is use a formula called column. Now, what column does is that it counts the column reference number. In this case, I'm going to use this, B1. B1 is the second column. So if I drag to the left, towards the right, it increases the count. If I drag downwards, is the same first column, or second column. Then exact match. Okay, so this is the value there. I'm going to drag all the way down here. Okay, so let's see. This is, we're going to do Alt-TUF to audit the formula. Insert messaging. That was column 13. Let's just double check. Column 13 for quarter 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Correct. Okay, we go back here. We drag this all the way. Oops, sorry. What did I do there? Drag this all the way down. Right. Now I'm going to create a chart. I'm going to trick Excel. Excel chart. Just wait. Just let me show you what. If I did this, insert line chart. This is not exactly what I want. I'm going to show you what I want. So I'm going to trick Excel. Get rid of this first. Put it here temporarily. Why is this? Oops. Why did I do that? Well, I don't know why that happened. Okay, so I've temporarily tricked Excel. I'm then going to do the chart again. Insert. I go over to line. Yep, much better now. Oops. Alright, let me just quickly highlight this too. Oh, this highlighted cursor is kind of strange. It's kind of distorting my view. Okay, so this is what we've got here. So if I want to change this, let's say I want to look at sorry, that's integration. I want to look at telephone. Telephone, that's no value, that's strange. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting there. Scanning. Let's see why that's the case. Quick one. Telephone. Okay, there's no telephone here. That's why. You know what? Let me just quickly get this and put it there in the just to the yep. Okay. Because that doesn't exist. Okay, so now here we go. We've got our data. You can visualize what's happening for scanning, for example. Let me kind of ease this up a little bit. Just delete. You can see that the green one, that's security, over here you've got that for calendar year 2014. You've got 60 systems all true, either per quarter or whatever. And in 2015, you've got approximately 25 systems all true. Same for scanning. You've got 15, 21, and 21 and something about 2. Now, so you can see we've put both the calendar year and the accounting year together. But over here, I'm not comfortable with this join line. This join line, it doesn't really show a true picture. It's almost like previously there was 0 here, then it come up to 60. So it is here. So I want to eliminate this particular line. So one of the ways, if I come over here and I put in let's see, this, but over here I'm going to play a quick trick here. Instead of looking at C9, that's security, I say look at this is just a dummy data, right? That's for okay, sorry, let me get rid of this one so that I don't confuse us here. Security is the blue one for quarter 1. I'm going to do the same for quarter 4. Right, now this join we had previously has stopped. Now this is the way I want my data to look like. When it was previously 0, I don't want to see any join. I want it to be clear. And you see it over here that when you use this arrow, that's this not available arrow, you actually did not get this join. So I'm going to trick Excel. I'm going to put a formula that will trick Excel and get rid of this joins. So this is what I'm going to do. Let me recover the formula. I'm going to come over here and use an if function. So what I'm going to say is that, look, if this value here is equal to 0, then give an error. If not, give the same formula. Give the answer to the formula. Right. So there we go. Excellent. So we can see this working perfectly now. So I want integration here. I want instant messaging. I want security. Yeah, you can see the data is taking shape. Let me try the one that's got the accounting year data, scanning. Okay, scanning. Yeah, so this data is more representative of what's actually happening in the entire system estate. Of course, if I present this as a tool, it doesn't really look neat because of this not available data output. So what I'm going to do is to trick Excel. Rather, I'm going to create use conditional formatting to hide the not available. So what I'm going to do is this. I'll highlight, go to conditional formatting. I'll go to new rule. I'm going to create a new rule. NA is error, so I'm going to say equal is error. get rid of the $sign so that the function will work across this error. So if it's error, we're going to hide the value. Come over here, then go to font. The font is going to be white, the same color as the white. This. Okay. Right. So there we go. There we go. We have got it now. So we could change our values. Let's start with document management. Integration. Mobile com. Right, so with this you can actually have a look. You can have a big picture view of what's happening in terms of contract expiry date for your entire system estate, and this is a very useful tool. Right, over here, let me just recap quickly. We've shown how a real life business scenario using merging calendar years and accounting years. In doing this, we've used line chart, VLOOKUP, colon, if formula, is error function, conditional formatting, and data validation. And this is one of the innovative ways of actually working with Excel using the skills. It's not only about learning Excel skills, but actually bringing it together to create user-friendly tools. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Please join me for another lesson when we'll be talking about some more functions. Thank you. Bye-bye.